Do you feel like your identity have changed after cancer? If you do, let me share my own experience. Maybe it will echo a part of yours. I am Anna, counselor and cancer survivor, offering emotional support while you follow your medical team. When I first got the news after the shock, I felt like a ghost, as if I had stopped existing. Then I felt outside of society, as if I could see people, but they couldn't see me. I was no longer part of them. I couldn't keep doing the things I used to do. I felt like my life had stopped. Then I entered another world. The world of medical centers, treatments, nurses, doctors, and other patients. There, I felt that I was still inside myself, but physically, I was in a completely different place, the medical world. And then came the looks at the pity from others. I was still between my inner world and my outer one. Gradually, during the time I was hospitalized, I fell into weakness. My identity rested on vulnerability. Later, that inner part of me began to rise again, with strength, clarity, and attitude. Little by little, I made the changes needed for me. New life, setting priorities, but always keeping in mind my essence alive. For example, I kept wearing makeup, being female, and working on my projects. And above all, I kept my eyes on the future, knowing I would return to sports when the time was right. I could say this first stage was more about daily life. The next one was more internal. When I knew I would lost my hair, I took it as in a rebirth, a time to dedicate to myself, a transformation. I didn't even cover my head, except when it was cold. I was able to separate the identity of a sick person from the one I truly am. First, from my own perception of the illness, and second, from the concept others had of me. I believe that in this stage, one must develop a strong center and inner connection to be affected as little as possible and to allow your true self to emerge. You are still you, but yes, something changed inside. Not because of the disease itself, which of course affect our body, the mood, and the obvious things, but because of the opportunity for growth it brings. If you choose to look at it that way, it can become a source of well-being. The other side, though, can be pain, pity, and weakness. I think it's a personal choice. I don't mean to say we should deny the pain. Of course not. But if we lower its intensity and give situations a different shape, we can live them differently, more centered and in harmony, even in the middle of the pain and fatigue. In short, Cancer can make you lose your identity for a while. Then you rearrange yourself and start integrating again. Maybe it doesn't really change you. It takes you to another level within yourself. You start seeing yourself with new eyes. Cancer is a change in itself, transforms you. The direction that transformation takes depends on you, regardless of your physical condition. You decide how to live through it, and above all, how to relate to yourself in the midst of it all. I hope this video has offered you perspective to reconnect with your identity. I would love to hear your thoughts. Remember, you always have the final word if your life is your decision. If this video spoke to your heart, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need these words today. The next video will be about how to stay positive during chemotherapy. Take care of yourself, staying positive, and see you in the next video.